Hey everyone, and welcome to some Civilization 5. So I know a lot of you wanted to see more Civilization 5, and this is still the Civilization game I enjoyed the most out of all of them. So yeah, we can do some today, or start some today at least. And I decided to play something straightforward, which in this case is Shaka. We'll do a game on Deity this time, on epic game pace, standard map size, and Pangaea. And let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, I also did add RAM to the game manually, as is tradition.
Shaka of the Zulu kingdom. As you rose
Hopefully
from
we'll
place
get
of
some
exile,
kind of decent start here. Okay, that's... I don't know if that's decent yet. I guess that kind of depends. We got 2 hills, more hills. This might be alright. I mean, we got some good sea resources nearby. This could definitely be decent in the long run. But the start might not be super quick, because we don't have that much food until a little bit later. But okay, let's see how this will go. Maybe it won't be too bad. We shall see. Alright, we'll get a scout first. And let's go then. And we'll research pottery. Well, okay, do we actually want pottery first? Probably. Yeah, okay, let's go pottery first. That is a lot of sugar. Okay, wait. This looks a little bit suspicious now. This is literally Pangaea. I mean, it is Pangaea, you saw it. It is literally Pangaea. One of the Pangaea stars of all time, no doubt. To be fair, it could still be connected. Okay, barbarians. I can't quite tell if this is like the greatest start of all time or the worst start of all time. Yes, the answer is yes. It's both of those things. I think it might actually be both of those things. Do I even want a worker right now? I mean, we're gonna need a calendar to improve the sugar. And we'll need mining to improve the hills. We might not actually want a worker just yet. Let's grab that monument to get culture. I need to get past these barbarians to go any further. We need some goody huts and stuff like that. Like, that part is non-negotiable. Yeah, so... hold on, what terrain are they on? Rough terrain. So let's pick up drill and hopefully kill them. There you go. Okay, there's a goody hut. Let's go find some AIs. We go this way. A good future Petra location, if the AI lets me build it, which can be a bit doubtful on Deity. But who knows, I managed Petra quite a few times on Deity before. Alright, gold, I'll take that. We need some good locations for our future cities. There's salt here, so that's not too bad. We got wheat. So that's also nice, oasis. But that's a lot of desert, not gonna lie. That is a lot of desert. I should also heal this warrior. Yeah, let's just heal a bit. What the heck is this start, man? This is kind of weird. Here's another goody hut at least. Yeah, I need to heal the warrior. And barbarians. Yeah, I'll grab this, thank you. I don't want to fight them with a scout, as you might imagine. But seriously, what kind of start is this? Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. I mean, you guys know my quote-unquote luck with a lot of things. Or in this case, a bad luck. It spans so many different games, even real life, that is genuinely puzzling. Yeah, do we even want a worker here? I don't think I really need one yet. But we can get mining next. That kind of makes sense, I guess. We could also get a second scout and send him in the other direction. I think it might actually make sense to get a second scout in this particular situation. We might get some decent value out of that scout. Just need to bypass some barbarians. I see a city-state. Alright, well, I guess we'll go tradition. And then we'll go mining. to get some mines over here. We're going to need a coastal city, which shouldn't be too hard here, but we want a coastal city with access to Olondi so that we can send food through sea trade routes later on. Because it's pretty obvious we're gonna need it at some point. Okay, so here's one city-state, and let's check out this one. You're still healing, but you can start moving a little bit. See what's going on to the east. Alright, Samarkand, that's fine. Here's another goodie hut, so at least we got that going for us. We got some goodie huts. There you go. More population, that is very nice. Probably the best possible outcome in this situation, to be honest. Yeah. Especially with like how little food we're going to have until later on. I think we should probably rush sailing. Yeah, I'm gonna get mining and then possibly rush sailing. Because we're gonna need that quite clearly. And we should probably rush optics for the lighthouse as well. But we'll see. This is a very non-standard start. Let's grab that shrine to secure a pantheon. There are some decent options for us potentially. Okay, just making sure there's nothing here. No AIs yet. So at least we won't have to worry about early aggression, because good luck attacking me over here. However, we are playing as Shaka, and it might be a little bit inconvenient to reach the AI from here. Now, I suspect a lot of people would probably reroll this right now, but I'm kind of curious where this will go from here. Because obviously I could just reroll and get a less troll map, but I think I want to see where it will go from here. I will try to not waste Shaka's potential. I haven't seen any AIs yet, and we've seen a lot of mountains. So that's slightly concerning. Like, it's both good and a bad thing at the same time. And we do want to meet some AIs to get that research bonus. That's really important in Civilization 5. Being isolated in Civilization 5 is really bad, because you get a discount to science cost of particular technologies that have been researched by other civilizations, but only if you actually made contact with those civilizations. It doesn't happen if you haven't made contact. Okay, well, caravan, eh? I see. Yeah, these mountains are blocking access. Well, there's Ram. He's not my neighbor, but he is the first AI we met. As is tradition, apparently. Yup. Okay, well, I think we do have to rush sailing and get some workboats out to improve these coastal tiles. We could also rush calendar, but I think I want sailing first. It's kind of a tough one. I think I want sailing first, and we might want to try Rim out as well, to see if that can help us meet other civilizations. We have to meet other civilizations ASAP. Do I want a worker first? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I mean, we can really only improve the hills. We should probably consider stealing a worker from one of the city-states. Because that's, generally speaking, a very good move, especially on Deity. So I think we'll go do that. And probably get a granary, because I need the city to grow a little bit faster than this. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll work the sheep, because I want at least some production, as you might imagine. Now, there is a barbarian camp over here, we need to be careful with that. And yeah, I don't want to reach the wider continent here. Hopefully we can do it through here. Here's another city-state, good to know. Alright, let's go see if Samarkand has produced a worker yet. We'll find out. Yes, I see one. Okay, we are going to yoink that worker, but I might need him to move a little bit towards us. Although it might be fine. Yeah, no, it should be fine. We can just steal him and then peace out immediately. Okay, here's Napoleon. Alright, so we are meeting some AIs at least. Look at this choke point though. That is crazy. All of these are mountains, and the only way into like the actual Pangaea is through here, and through here past Vilnius. That's actually crazy. That's nuts. Alright, let's declare war here. They're not protected by anyone yet, because, well, AIs are going to have a hard time reaching this location. And then we make peace. And we got our worker. We just need to get him back home to Ulundi, which might take a little bit of time. Here's yet another city-state, Valletta. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be a very strange game. Here's England. Anyone interested in a trade agreement with England?
Bonjour.
Let's see.
J'écoute.
Okay. I don't actually want them to know where my capital is. Then again, we're pretty safe from them. Right, so I could go this way, but we know there are barbarians there. So I'm gonna have to escort my worker to make sure he doesn't get captured by barbarians. Would be a little bit awkward to steal a worker from a city-state, only to have him captured by barbarians. That would be awkward indeed. So,
ยินดีต้อนรับ เจ้า
yeah.
ว่า
I don't think I actually want to do this. I don't care about their capital locations myself, and I don't want them to know my capital location. So we're not gonna do that. It can be a bit of a pain to get the embassy other way around later on. Sometimes not even possible if you have very bad relations. But either way, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, let's keep exploring. I don't think we'll find a lot more goodie huts here, unfortunately. That seems pretty unlikely. But alright. So 5 turns to get that granary. The world's most progressive people, okay. Oh yeah, social policies. Let's keep looking. So we can definitely settle a pretty good city in this general area. That's certainly going to be the plan. And probably here, this one is not going to be super amazing. Okay, World Wonder. Okay. Mount Kailash. Yeah, this city here will not be super amazing, but I think we should still settle it anyway. Yeah, we should settle it anyway. We'll be a little bit limited in where we can really settle. We should also settle here. There's no river here, but this is still a good spot. And it's like very safe. How do we even get here? Only through the sea, past Vilnius, and like this way. So that city will be like almost 100% safe, basically. Okay, 6 turns to get sailing. Alright, it will take that worker like 7 more turns to get back home, but we got ourselves a worker. Let's go take care of some barbarian camps, shall we? Let's. Where is Ram, actually, or anyone for that matter? I could yoink another worker, but I suspect this city is protected. No, it's not, actually. Okay, I could yoink another worker. That is actually kind of tempting. I think I might do that. Okay, I might actually do that. Now, generally speaking, I don't do this more than once. But I think in this particular situation, it's worth doing it twice. I could certainly use more workers, because we will have a slow start. So I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm actually gonna do it. Oh shit, right. Yeah, that was not great. They might move into the city now. I might not be able to grab that guy right now. Okay, I thought I'll be able to do it like this. But I cannot. Okay, I cannot. It happens. Okay, it happens, alright? So, I cannot get started on workboats yet. I suppose we could start that warrior and then switch. Yeah, he's gonna hide inside the city. So, that's unfortunate. Gandhi, alright. Okay, that was unfortunate. That was my bad. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, it's fine. We got the worker from the other city. Not that big of a deal. Now we need to finish sailing, get some workboats out, and either rush optics for the lighthouse, or rush calendar to hook up the sugar and then trade it. Calendar would probably be better first, because it will give me money. Also, barbarians. I might lose that scout back there. I think we'll actually lose the scout from the looks of it. Yeah, calendar will be better because we can sell sugar for money. And we're going to need money. Probably a lot of it. Yeah, we lost the scout. I might or might not be able to send the second scout past the barbarians. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, this penalty here is why I usually don't declare war twice on city-states. We already got a warmongering penalty with the ram. But the others don't really care. At least not yet. So that's fine. Alright, let's start making the mines. Probably just one, because we'll have calendar shortly after. And kill this barbarian before they start spawning more stuff. Also, we have a quest with the city-state. So definitely a good idea. I will need to heal up a little bit and or get a bit of help. Yep, okay, no, they spawn another dude. Now we need to back up. Maybe send a second warrior. Right, so now we will get some workboats. And after the calendar, I think we're gonna rush optics. You know, to get the lighthouse. Because that's going to be a pretty big help here. With these two tiles. There might be more up here. Actually, no, there aren't. But it's going to be a pretty big help with these two tiles. And we have limited options in what to work exactly. Alright, well... Send the second warrior. Yeah, I will accept the declaration of friendship, because we'll need some trading partners once we get the sugar. Okay, I need to back up and meet them with the second warrior. We need to settle a bunch of cities quickly. So one benefit of this weird start is that we don't really have any competition for these city locations. So that's a good thing. However, once we settle all of them, expanding further will be a little bit tricky. Especially with the city-states kind of blocking the only choke points. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But I wanted to see where this game will go. This is such a strange start. I don't think I've really seen anything like this before. But that's part of what makes Civilization great. At least Civilization 5. And probably Civilization 6 too. Alright, well, we're gonna have to kill that dude. There is a quest from the city-state. 2 quests even. Yeah, so we'll hook up whales. Because that's a luxury. And then we'll see. Calendar in 4 turns. Alright. Where did that guy go? Did he go attack the city-state? Maybe he did. Okay, well, we got 3 turns to finish calendar. I'm just going to wait to finish calendar. There, we got whales. Nice. That's gonna be more food, which obviously we need. And now... Well, I could get a second workboat to improve the fish. We don't have optics yet, and we will not be getting it yet. We could also get started on the settler. Since we don't really have much competition for the city locations, I'm going to get one more workboat to improve the fish, and then we'll get started on the settler. Usually, I would get started on the settler right away to beat the AI to good city locations. But I think in this case, it makes sense to get that fish first. Okay, the spearman is coming. I'm gonna have to kill him before we continue engaging. And this brood. Yeah, okay, he spawned even more shit. Okay, I'm gonna need both of my warriors, unfortunately. I need to heal them up to full and then use them both. It is what it is. Statue of Zeus, okay. Yeah, okay. I could kill this dude right now, but yeah, we need to heal. I don't want to lose these guys. Get the sugar. Alright, so now we will need writing ASAP. Optics will take 24 turns. I think optics might have to wait a little bit, because it will straight up take too long. It will take too long. Let's go for writing. And by the way, normally I would research animal husbandry and or archery by now. But in this particular case, I don't think we have to rush that. It's very doubtful horses would be in the range of Volundi. They couldn't really be in the range of Volundi. So we don't have to rush this as much. And we don't have to rush archery, because we don't really need archers to defend ourselves. So at least that's my logic behind that decision right now. We can rush other things that will be more helpful right away. We'll heal both these warriors back to full, and then move in on the barbarians. Alright, so finish the second workboat, and then probably start the settler, and then get a library after the settler. And normally I do like to wait to get 4 population before getting a settler. Maybe we'll still do that, we'll see. Okay, let's get land at the lead here. Okay, 4 turns. Yeah, I think we will wait to get 4 population. We can do something for 3 turns.
Guys,
I will accept any decorations of friendship that are offered, because it's not like we can go to war anytime soon with this kind of start, you know? We will buy the style up here, and use the workboat right away. There you go. Okay, now we have some nice food. This will definitely help our city growth. Yup. Sure will. Okay, sure will. Let's get that city growth a little bit faster here. Can we speed it up any more than this? Okay, 2 turns. It's gonna be 2 turns. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We can actually get started on a cargo ship. We don't have to continue afterwards, but we can do that for 2 turns and then switch to settler. So that's what we're gonna do. Yep. Okay, 1 more turn. There. Okay, now we switch to settler, because we definitely need our second city ASAP. And yeah, it's gonna be 12 turns. I don't think I can speed that up anymore. That's very doubtful. Maybe if I buy this tile. No, it's gonna be 12 turns. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be 12 turns. So let's work this 1 gold tile. Yep, okay, that makes sense. What if we do this? That's 13 turns, but we'll make more money. Not much more. So probably not worth it. Okay, not really worth it. 12 turns is good. Alright, almost back to full health. Okay, now we can move in. It's like 99. It's literally 99. I'll let that scout die. Yeah, let's keep improving sugar, because we can sell that for money. And we already have 2 decorations of friendship, which means we can sell it for 360. There's Dido. I heard she likes silver. Alright. 10 turns. Hanging Gardens. Okay, let's move in through here. I'm just waiting for this scout to get killed. And I assume he's about to get killed. We can destroy the camp right now. Yep, okay, nice. 37 gold. And we got some relations with Samarkand. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, I think we just saved this scout. Quite possibly, yes. There's writing. Yeah, I think we just saved him, actually. I'm pretty sure we did. Right, so now we could do animal husbandry. Or just rush optics. Yeah, I think I do want animal husbandry, though. I do want to know where horses are. Especially now that we're getting our second settler. It might change my view on where we should settle next. Okay, let's back up from this guy. I don't want to lose my warriors. We already destroyed the barbarian camp. There's another one over here. No quest from the city-state, though. At least not yet. Okay, just move away from that guy and heal up. We can send a scout to explore again. Oh, here's another barbarian camp. We definitely need to destroy this one. Yeah. I think our second city might actually be somewhere over here. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. A few turns from now. Okay, so we need to sell sugar.
ยินดีต้อนรับ
I could trade for another luxury, I think.
Bonjour.
Maybe not. Okay, maybe not.
Hello again.
Okay, that's fine. We'll trade for gold. That is perfectly acceptable.
ยินดีต้อน
Here.
รับ
Sell it for 360. I need the money. Enjoy your sugar. We have more where that came from. If you're interested. Okay, this one. Right. Well, I need to heal my warriors. I could go back and heal faster within my borders, but that will take several turns. And then we'll have to spend several turns going back. So it will take more time getting there than the time we would save on healing within our borders. Settlers almost ready. Let's see if there are horses anywhere around here. We're about to find out. Okay, so now we could finish that boat. We could actually do that. That is a nice trade route, 7.52 to Samarkand, and there's a quest here. So I might do that. Maybe I will do that. And it should be relatively safe. We destroyed the barbarian camp. There's this one which is coastal, but it's not anywhere on the way. Normally I would build a library right now. But I think we'll get that cargo ship. It will help our economy, and we will need a lot of gold. Both early and a bit later. We can also use the gold, you know, to get better relations with various city-states. I could even do that right now. There's a militaristic city-state over here. That's Valletta. It is hostile, though. I would have to give them the majority of my gold right now, and even that wouldn't be enough. So that's more a thing later on. Where are horses? There's a horse, there's a horse. Okay. And predictably, yeah, there are no horses anywhere close, which we already knew based on terrain. So, okay, this one is kind of interesting. We could settle like somewhere over here-ish, and still have this wheat in range. I could settle right here on this tile. That is not a bad idea. I might actually settle right here on this desert, right here. We would have 2 sugar sources in range, so we can sell that. We would have the oasis in range. We would have the wheat over here in range. This wheat is not really as good because it's desert wheat. So this one is floodplains. We would obviously have salt in range. Yeah, I kind of like this tile right here, this desert tile. I like that. I think we'll settle over there. Now, we could get bronze working to reveal iron. I do want optics, obviously. I want optics. But I do want to know where iron is. It's not as important for us right now, but we want to have at least some. For various reasons. Alright, so heal these guys and then kill these barbarians. Thank you. And we will finish the cargo ship. Alright, yep, you guys just heal. You keep going. Yeah, we got another barbarian coming in. I think I'm gonna have to handle that guy. He's coming from this camp. Yeah, at least we don't have to worry too much about barbarians. But we still need to be somewhat careful about them. Because they're spawning more stuff. I'll probably need more than just 2 warriors. Yeah, we'll have to protect that settler. Certainly. I suppose we can exchange embassies. That's acceptable now.
Would you be
We'll see where their capitals are. Yeah, so Ram is the closest. Oh, Ram is over here. Interesting. Okay, that is interesting. Oh, back up. Yeah, I could go past these guys. Not sure how I feel about that. He will definitely attack me right now. Okay, he will attack me for sure. We could fortify on top of this hill, but that will slow down my expansion a little bit. Okay, more sugar.
शांति की कामना करता।
He doesn't have 360,
आप
so we'll get
क्या कह
some
रहे थे?
gold per turn. That's fine.
नहीं।
Okay, good enough. Will he move towards us? Okay, oh, we can distract him with our Wounded Warrior. Nice. Okay, nice. Wait, this is a hill, right? Yes, it is. Okay, we will be safe with our Warrior. That is good. Okay, now we can improve the ship. Let's do that. So it's looking better. The sugar will be decent for gold. Not so much for production, though, which might be a problem later on. Alright, well, we are still going to settle over here. I still do like this spot, but I might need a little bit of help over there. Yeah, because there are barbarians. I'm definitely going to need a little bit of help. Still, I do like this location here. At least, I think this is what makes the most sense. I could settle next to the river, but I don't think that would really be better. Or be giving up the horses. We would be gaining what? Stone and sheep? Also, this wouldn't be a directly coastal location. If I want a directly coastal location with some ships, I would need this one. And this is strictly words. I don't think this spot actually makes the most sense right now. So yes, that's what we'll do. I think I'll lead a unit once we finish that cargo ship. Yeah, they're definitely moving in now. Okay, this guy's coming at me. Yeah, need to be kind of careful. I could delay this city, but I don't think that makes any sense at all. That doesn't really make any sense. And I mean, we have the happiness. So let's just get the city going. We also have a nice growth tile. I could even buy the salt right now, but let's work the bison, and the city should spread to salt pretty quickly. Yep. Alright. I just need to potentially defend. Well, worst case scenario, I can buy a unit. I would prefer to not spend my gold on that. But if it comes to that, then it is actually an option. Let's start building a library here, because we can buy a library a bit later. But I won't be buying a library in every single city that's not our capital. Alright, yep, they're coming at me right now. They might pillage some of my stuff here, but I do want to finish that cargo ship before I work on another unit. However, I think that's going to be a good moment to finish this first episode. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this start. Should we actually continue this, see where it goes? Should we, like, reroll for a more classic start? I don't know, you tell me. You tell me. This was definitely a very strange start, though. Either way, that's the end of this video, so thanks everyone for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.